Welcome back to Smash Ultimate. Here we have a spirit that we already have by virtue of the challenges, but here is the full-on battle against the Ray Mark II. This is the second Ray model used by the protagonist in Custom Robo V2 for the Nintendo 64. As far as your Ray models go, or as far as your Custom Robos models go, this is one that has incredibly balanced stats all across the board. So if you want the definitive Custom Robo experience, this model is most likely the one you'll want to rely on. So yeah, not too tricky either. Here we have the Golden Dash Mushroom. This fight is frustrating, but conceptually very cool. So, in the Mario Kart series, when you start falling way back, you end up getting a higher chance of getting incredibly powerful items to make up for it. And most, if not all of those items, appear in this fight. You have the Bullet Bill, for example, which allows you to get back up into the race by plowing through oh so many of the races in front of you, just to get back in front. If you're very unlucky, you get the banana peel, which when you're way back is useless because there's nobody to trip over it. So if the game gives you that, it's just spiting you at that point. The blue shell is an item that instantly locks onto and hits the person in first place, which generally you don't really feel the effects of that if you're way back, so that's kind of a nuke item that you can give or take. The lightning bolt shrinks all the other racers, allowing you to just catch up on your own time. But the most important one, the one that we're here for, is the Golden Dash Mushroom, which is being played by this Mii Brawler. This allows you to just do consecutive boosts, just spam boosts, allowing you to take shortcuts, or more importantly, plow through other drivers. So to represent that, you have this Mii Brawler who can send you flying and just plow through you just by touching you, which makes for an incredibly difficult fight unless you are very good at timing your counters, or you're quick enough to get to the items and use them, or the Mii Brawler just kills itself. That also works in your favor. So, fusion time. Combining a Zora with Princess Shokura gives us the Princess of the Zoras as she appears in Ocarina of Time, Princess Ruto, who first appears in the Jabu dungeon. Combining all of these different knights gives us the most powerful knight in the universe, sealed away to stop him spreading carnage. We get Galacta Knight, the final boss of Meta Knight's campaign in Kirby Superstar. Meta Knight, but way stronger. Combining a mad scientist, a crocodile, and literally Frankenstein's monster gives us a perfect combination of the three. Final boss of Donkey Kong Country 3. It is Baron K. Rulenstein, one of King K's weird costumes. Combining the two fantasy twins, along with Erica from Fire Emblem Sacred Stones, gives us Erica's brother, the secondary protagonist of that game, Ephraim, one of the few lance-wielding Fire Emblem lords. Combining the Ultra Sword with the Happy Mask Salesman gives us Link's most powerful mask-based form from Majora's Mask, the Fierce Deity Link, who himself wields an incredibly powerful sword. Hell yeah. Combining Togedemaru, a hedgehog-based Pokemon, with a werewolf. Yeah, you know where this is going. Here is Sega's biggest mistake, Sonic the Werehog, as he appeared in Sonic Unleashed. Anyway, time for some upgrades. Ray Mark II obviously becomes Ray Mark III, because why wouldn't he? Nice and lightweight as well to get across how fast Ray Mark III is. Upgrading the Boo gives us the major antagonist of Luigi's Mansion, the King Boo, who allows you to float around. Upgrading Maria Renard gives us her older and more powerful form in Symphony of the Night. And going back to my favourite one, as I said before, Dracula becomes a Japanese high school student from the 21st century. Soma Cruz, who finds out that he is in fact a reincarnation of Dracula. That is awesome. I love that. That's such a twist. So, here we have the Donkey Kong and the Bongos, as he appears in Donkey Kong Jungle Beat, or Donkey Konga, to be more accurate. Over here, we have a Robot Master from Mega Man 4, who is quite literally what he says on the tin. It's Drill Man. He has drills. He gives you the drill. He is the Drill Man. Over here, we have a, I was going to say motorbike, but it's actually a moped appearing in Mario Kart 8, the City Tripper. So that's pretty goddamn neat. There we go. And back to the battles. So, here we have the Squid Sisters appearing in the very first Splatoon, Callie and Marie. Squid puns. So, the Squid Sisters are essentially a pair of idols, and they host Splatoon. They essentially host the game. Anytime you boot it up, they're the ones who give you like an update on everything that's been going on and get you reacquainted with the world. And within the world of Splatoon, they are essentially massive celebrities. For that reason, when they appear in Smash as assist trophies, the camera starts to really zoom into them and focus on them because, of course, paparazzi and such. But this is a game where the goal is to knock your opponents off the screen. So when the camera zooms in, everything becomes blast zone, and everything becomes dangerous. So this fight can be over in a matter of seconds, not just for you, but also for your opponents, because as far as assist trophies go, Callie and Maria are somewhat non-partisan. Anyone can get blasted off. All you need to do is be lightly tapped when you're off screen, and that's it, you're done skis. So yeah, this fight could prove quite difficult. And one little detail I do like is that the background theme they have playing right now is the theme that would kick in on any other stage when Callie and Marie appear. So the music doesn't get interrupted, breaking the flow of the fight, which I appreciate. One last thing is that Callie and Marie give you the chance of double Final Smash ability if you equip their 4-star support spirits, which is only really useful when you're on the spirit board now, because I get 2 Final Smashes by default in the World of Light campaign, just because of how I've spec'd myself on the sphere grid, so yeah. But, you know, it's a nice gesture either way. And get done in by that killer whale. There we go. Here we have Koume and Kotake, a pair of witches appearing as bosses in The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. As a pair of elderly Gerudo witches, the two of them are very, very loyal to Ganondorf and team up against you. One of them with fire magic, and the other with ice magic. Naturally, when you battle them, you have to use your mirror shields in order to turn their magics against one another, which is why I've equipped this Link with the Franklin badge to give him that reflecting effect. I just thought it would be more accurate to the nature of the actual fights. Obviously, as you saw just there as well, they do appear in this stage and will either freeze the right-hand side of the stage or set fire to the left-hand side of the stage. And you have to keep your eyes peeled and make sure not to get hit by either. Now that we've made Sonic the Hedgehog through Fusion, let's actually talk about him, eh? Sonic Unleashed is a very conflicted game because it introduced and properly integrated the boost mechanic of modern Sonic that, you know, is almost universally loved because of how effective it is at translating 2D Sonic into 3 dimensions. But in a very monkey's paw fashion, Unleashed also introduced the worst mechanic ever, Sonic the Werehog, who is slow, cumbersome, clunky, tedious, and functions as a terrible God of War knockoff in his stages. Terrible stuff. Although I will give props, at least we don't have to listen to Unleashed's battle music, the most tedious song in the world. Alrighty, so, getting back on track and away from the Werehog, we have Sparkman. Sparkman is a robot master appearing in Mega Man 3. It doesn't take a professional roboticist to, you know, deduce what Sparkman's whole deal is. But just in case you would like for me to walk you through it, Sparkman produces electricity. He's something of a plug, like a walking plug. And yeah, for this particular stage, you have an electric floor, which wouldn't be too bad. I haven't actually accounted for it with the counter spirit, but it wouldn't be too bad if not for the actual conditions, which is that this Mega Man, or this group of Mega Men that we're going against, are spamming their up smash, which is Sparkman's attack. So if I try approaching from the ground, I'm going to get electrocuted. If I try approaching from the air, I'm going to get electrocuted. So for this fight, I'm just kind of in a weird position where I have to just sit up top and wait for them to come to me. If I try going down, as you can see here, I'm going to get sparked. So yeah, just have to wait for the opportunity, and thankfully I can wait just as long as these guys can. I'm a very patient person when needs be. So yeah. I will say as well, I really do like the choice of Midgar as the stage for this particular battle, because of how very, you know, industrial and technologically advanced Midgar is. Yeah, aesthetically, it just kind of works, and I appreciate it, so goodbye, Sparkman. You will not be missed. Not at all. Alright, so we've already had a battle against Rex in which he was teamed up with Pyra. So here is the battle against Pyra in which she is teamed up with Rex. So, yeah, this is now a 4-star battle, not just a 3-star, because this is Pyra at her most potent, her most powerful. I wonder how many of you can guess the theme of this battle without me directly explaining it to you. It's a tricky one. It's definitely not fucking fire everywhere constantly. Like I'm just being straight up burned to death by Magician's Red, so yeah, that's what this fight entails. You also have this stage, the halberd, which gets across the oh god, what's it called? The ancient ship where you actually find Pyra and get her to join you, so to speak. So yeah. Again, never played Xenoblade 2 as much as I did with the first one, so need to get around to that. I hear it's not as good, but I'm a fucking sucker for JoJo, so I'll probably like that element of it. I will probably like the whole stand user thing. So yeah. Anyway, that is Shulk. Not Shulk, that's Rex dealt with. And this actually did take me a few whacks, and now I'm playing very cautiously and very nervously in the hopes of just getting rid of Pyra here. The fire bars are a big help. Alright, so keeping up with the general theme of this episode, the next two battles are both against spirits who I've already fused together, but now we can battle them on the board for it. Here is Dixie Kong. Dixie is the main protagonist of, well, jumping the gun. Dixie Kong is Diddy Kong's sidekick in Donkey Kong Country 2. And she's also the, could have sworn I fought Dixie. No, it was Tiny I thought. Yeah, she's also the protagonist of Donkey Kong Country 3. Dixie's whole deal is that she's able to float around, she's able to fly using her hair, so they've given Isabelle the raccoon tail to let her float around, and oh my god, that's adorable. That's so fucking cute. Literally a raccoon dog. Anyway, getting back on track, the Diddy Kong here, I thought was like meant to represent Kiddy Kong with the pink clothing, but Kiddy Kong wears blue. But then I realized something. In this game, spirits never use the character's default color. So Diddy has to wear different colored clothes to represent Diddy, to represent himself, and that's a weird choice that Smash Ultimate's devs made there. Anyway, all that aside, and aside from the constantly spawning banana peels, which you could definitely pick up and use to your advantage, this is a pretty standard 1 versus 2 battle, so if in doubt, just focus on dividing and conquering. It's a lot easier to take them out once they've been singled out. And that is kind of that. The fight's not all too tricky from there. There we go. Another spirit that we fused is Cappy. Cappy is your sidekick in the game Mario Odyssey. Throughout the game, you essentially wear him on your head. He possesses your own cap, and you can throw him around, capturing different enemies and possessing them as well. Now, that said, for this battle, they don't have anything really to represent the capture mechanic, so to speak, because that would be weird. I'm not sure how you'd represent that in Smash. But they do have a shitload of boomerangs appearing, and you just fling them around like nobody's business. So, yeah, this fight can be a little bit irritating. Also, you know, he's turning invisible because Cappy is a ghost. And that is all the battles for today. So, going over to Funky Kong Shack. we can pick up another Double Dash vehicle, the Turbo Yoshi. I miss Double Dash. They need to do another Mario Kart game like that. Coming over here, we have a 4-star Spirit exclusive to the shops. We have the Halberd, Meta Knight's massive, terrifying-looking ship from Kirby Superstar. And a little bit more fusion, we have Duster and Drillman, putting together a thief and somebody with a penchant for drilling. Gives us the one-off character from the one-and-done GBA game, Drilldozer. Jill riding her Drilldozer. One more thing, putting together all these motorbikes, it gives us a 4-star Spirit from Mario Kart. Although you wouldn't tell by looking at it. This is Link riding his Master Cycle. A Mario Spirit, and that's just confusing.